We all have powerful gifts inside of us. It's time to unlock or open your gifts and share them with the world. Good morning. My name is Pia McAdams. I am an author. I'm also an accounting professor and a certified life coach. I specialize in personal and small business finance and also fitness. I help people reach their goals. And I want to welcome you to Transform Your Life in 15 minutes. This is where we're doing 5-minute exercises, one each for the mind, the body, and the soul. Before we get started, I want you to know two things. Number one, is that this mind portion is going to be a short lesson. It maybe take 5 minutes to learn, but it's going to take you a lifetime to master. And number two, I want you to understand that I'm not here to teach you anything. I'm here to just help you unlock what's already inside of you. All right, so today what we're going to be talking about is a book by Kim Coles. It's called Open Your Gifts. Can you see it? And GIFTS is actually an acronym. Okay, so we're going to talk about this acronym today. And this is actually a really good book. I've actually started reading it, obviously, right? Because I'm talking about it. And this gives you 22 lessons on finding and embracing your personal power. Now, I had the pleasure of meeting Kim last month and getting a signed copy of this book. So I'm really glad that we're going to be talking about this on our live today. Because we all do have some powerful gifts inside of us. And it's time to open your gifts. So what are these gifts that we're referring to? Well, the gifts are gratitude, intentions, forgiveness, triumphs, and self-love. All right, so let's start off with number one, the first one, which is the G for gifts. So you want to, I should say gratitude, I say gifts. The gifts is, G is the actually acronym, the G is for gratitude. So with the gratitude, you want to actually develop an attitude of gratitude, right? This sounds like an old adage, but it's actually really true. And what this really means is it's just making it a habit of just being thankfulness for all the little things that happen in your life on a regular basis, right? And no matter what you're going through right now, you could just name it. This is when you want to apply the gratitude thinking because it's going to change your mindset, okay? Like particularly if you are going through something, whatever it is that you're going through right now is probably something that's putting you into a negative mind frame, okay? And it's giving you a negative outlook on life. But by practicing an attitude of gratitude, what you're going to do is it's going to fill your heart with appreciation. Okay, so you just think of like the small things that you're grateful for. It's going to fill your heart with appreciation, and it's going to make you feel love. And not only that, it's going to help you change your outlook in that moment. Okay, so you want to develop an attitude of gratitude. Now, moving on, the I is for intention. Okay, and intention. Know that intentions create your reality. In other words, this is like a modification from Dr. Dwayne Dwyer's quote, which says, our intention creates our reality. Well, I'm saying your intention creates your reality, which is so true. This is about living a life of deliberateness, and it's basically taking control of your life. And how this works in practice is this. And you've actually heard me say this a lot, like particularly on the yoga portion of it. I'll say, before you get started, you want to center yourself and you want to ground yourself and you want to set your intention on what you want to accomplish for the next 5 minutes. I say that during yoga, but apply that in your life as well. Like when you wake up in the morning, what is your intention for the day? I'll share with you my intention for today. When I woke up this morning, I set the intention that I wanted to do things and make decisions that's going to make me feel good. That was my intention for today. Now, when you're living a life of intention, I want you to think in terms of like the forest and the trees. So what I just gave you was a forest outlook. In other words, I set attention for the whole day of what I want to accomplish. Make decisions that's going to make me feel good. Well, not only that, now I also focus on the trees. So the individual things throughout the day, I also set intentions. For example, I set an intention for this broadcast. And even within this broadcast, I set intentions for each individual piece. Now, you may say that, oh, that seems like a lot, but it's really a habit, something that you can develop, and it's really something that is very self-serving. And let me give you an example. I used to have this phone call that I used to dread to make, and it was something that I had to, not just say I had to, because you don't have to do anything but, die, but for the most part, you know what I'm saying. It's something, I was in a relationship or in the relationship with this person, and it was just got to a point where I just dreaded making this phone call, because it put me into a negative mood because the person was a negative person in a negative situation, not necessarily a negative person, but in a negative situation. And so what I would do is at first I would try all types of things. Like I would like make sure I exercise before I call, because when I exercise I get those the endorphins moving and that good energy feeling and positive attitude. And then when I call, and then all of a sudden, I could see myself here, actually feel myself going down, but it was okay because I started off on a really high. Well, then I started setting intentions, okay? I started to say, okay, what is it that I want to accomplish by making this call or taking this call? Okay. And then once I start doing that, it totally changed the outlook of the call. I no longer dread talking to this person. So again, it seems like it may, for you, like initially, it may seem like it's something that takes a lot of time, but it really doesn't. Just before you do anything, like just before you get ready to get in the car in the morning, what is it that you wanted? What's the intention that you accept for this drive? Particularly if you're suffering from road rage, okay? Just set the intention of you want to have a pleasurable experience on your drive way, on your way to work. You're gonna find out that all of a sudden it works. And I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to try it and then get back to me and say, okay, you were right, because it does work. All right, now moving right along, the F is for forgiveness. Oh my gosh, this is huge, okay? You gotta forgive. Forgive yourself, forgive others, forgive those that have done you wrong. Why are you holding on to grudges? Okay, holding on to grudges is like keeping that bad apple in the bunch. You've heard of that, right? One bad apple will spoil the whole bunch. Well, guess what? There's scientific evidence behind that. Because when an apple decays, it emits gases, and the gases affect the other apples, which turn them bad. Well, if you think about it, when you hold on to grudges, that negativity is affecting your other positivity attitude and it's making it negative. Now, you may not see it. Like you may think, oh, I'm a positive person. But because you're carrying on that grudge, that deep seed, that negative seed that's deep within you is actually coming across negatively. You don't see it, but I guarantee you the people around you see it, okay? So in other words, forgive. Forgive yourself and forgive others. Don't hold on to those grudges. All right, moving right along, we have the T, and the T stands for triumphs. Now, this is actually a fun one, right? We tend to focus on the things that we do wrong or the negative things about ourselves, but this is one time where we actually get to focus on the positive things that we do. Remember when you were little, like a small child in grade school, and how good it felt to get a gold star? Like seriously, you're like so happy to get that little sticker, So this is one way for you to give yourself stickers throughout the day. You want to make a triumph on every single thing, every little thing that's gonna, as often as you want, whenever you want, that's gonna make you feel good. You woke up this morning, woohoo! Give yourself a gold star. You hugged your kids, woohoo! Give yourself a gold star. You made a delicious dinner, woohoo! Give yourself a gold star. Give yourself a gold star for anything that you do. In other words, focus on the triumphs in your life as opposed to the bad things. And again, this is going to have a positive effect on your mindset. And of course, last but not least is the S. And the S stands for self-love. And this is vital for a life-fulfilled living. Okay? Vital. What is it that you love about yourself? Both inside and out. And you're going to find that by living a life of self-love, you're going to have decisions that are made from inspired thought that's always going to be beneficial to you. All right? So self-love. So again, what we talked about today are opening up your gifts. And the gifts are G for gratitude, the I for intention, the F for forgiveness, the T for triumphs, and the S for self-love. We all have gifts, powerful gifts. It's time to open up your gifts, share them with the world, and enjoy a life fulfilled. All right, that's it for this portion. Now we're going to move on to the yoga portion. And this time, moving, some action moving, and get the blood flowing. Think about what's going internally, how we feel. We're going to focus on that. By the way, I want to thank you. Make sure I got everything here. You know what happens when I try to multitask. By the way, I try not to multitask. And despite what you think, multitasking is not the best thing for you. You actually want to live, you want to be a little bit more focused. So I try not, it's whenever possible, I try to multitask. So, well, sometimes you kind of have to, but it is what it is. All right, so I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this broadcast. We're now going to move on to the action portion, and that means we're going to be moving. Particularly, we're going to do some yoga. It's just going to be a little 5-minute routine, guys. Remember, yoga and meditation is a practice, so I invite you to join me and not just watch me, because you're going to get more out of it by joining me. Take the time. Remember, we just talked about self-love, right? You deserve it, okay? You deserve this. Take the time out of your day to find 15 minutes. 5-minute exercises, one each for the mind, the body, and soul, every single day without fail. You brush your teeth every single day, right? You take a bath, hopefully, every single day, right? So why not do something else that's positive for your mind, your body, and your soul every single day? And again, it doesn't have to be like 15 minutes, straight across. You can actually break it up. You can do 5 minutes here, maybe 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the afternoon, 5 minutes in the evening. But whatever your time frame is, and we can talk about time management later, but whatever that is, then, find the time to do something for you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started on the yoga. Let's go ahead and start off in tabletop. I love tabletop. It's a great way to warm up the body, loosen up the spine. So I tend to do that one a lot. Tabletop, in case you don't know, is you're on your hands and knees. Now keep in mind, when you get your hands and knees, I want you to take 3 deep breaths. I want you to center yourself, get yourself aligned, find out what's going on internally inside of your body at this present moment. Not yesterday, not 5 minutes from now, right now. Do you have any strains, any stress, any negativity, any pains, anything that's going on inside of you? I want you to get in touch with those right now, because now is the time to release them. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Get yourself grounded, find out what's going on, and then I want you to set your intention, what it is that you want to accomplish for this next 5 minutes. All right, go ahead and meet me on the mat. All right, your fingers and your toes are spread out nice and wide. Your palms are directly underneath your shoulders, and your knees are directly underneath your hips. Kind of move your hips side to side. Maybe move your shoulders and your neck, your head side to side. Just kind of, again, feel what's going on inside of you. Any areas that need to be addressed today. And by the way, the areas that need to be addressed, you're going to use that addressment with your breath. All right, so you're going to use your breath to release those pains, those negativity, the stresses that you feel in your body. As we're going through these poses, as you inhale, just kind of hold your position, and on the exhales where you release and you surrender into the pose. And as you're surrendering, you're also surrendering the pain, the negativity, the stresses that you may feel. All right, so go ahead and take a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, I want you to drop your chin down towards your chest. I want you to round to the spine and tuck your pelvic under for a cat. And as you inhale, your head and chest comes forward, your belly button goes down toward the mat. Tailbone sticks out to the back of the room. This is the cow. Here, we're just going to go through the cat-cow, just kind of warm up the muscles, loosen up the spine, loosen up the core. And again, try to release any negativity right now that you may feel, particularly in your lower back. You may have some in your shoulders as well. Okay. Just use your breath. Now give me another inhale. And then this time as you exhale, I want you to curl those toes under. I want you to take it to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana, and start to pedal your legs. Downward facing dog is a resting position. You make sure your fingers and toes are spread out nice and wide. Again, your palms are facing, or your middle fingers are facing forward. Your thumbs are facing in. Your head is in alignment with your bicep, and you're pressing your chest toward your thighs and your knees. All right, go ahead and slowly start to walk your feet in toward your hands. Keep your palms flat, so if you need to, go ahead and bend your knees. Try to keep them on the mat as long as you can. And then I want you to slowly round it up. Take it one vertebrae at a time. Making sure that your head is the last to rise. And let's come to mountain pose, Tadasana. As we inhale, take the arms up. As you exhale, let's exhale into the chair. Kind of sit back, relax the shoulders, keep your head in alignment with your bicep. If this is too much strain and stress on your neck, feel free to bring your palms together, heart center, and hold here for modification. As you inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale, dive the body forward. As we inhale, we're going to look up halfway. You're going to flatten out the back, stick your tailbone out toward the back of the room. As you exhale, you're going to forward fold into Uttanasana. Place your palms down flat. You're going to step back right, left into the plank. As you continue exhaling, you're going to release your knees, chest, or chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. And as you inhale, you're going to bring your body forward to upward facing dog. Relax the shoulders, take them down and away from your ears. And then you're going to curl your toes under and take it back to Adho Mukha Savasana, pedaling in your legs. All right, go ahead and step forward, right, left. Inhale, take it all the way up. Arch back for me. Exhale into the chair. Squeeze those thighs together. Relax the shoulders. Remember, pressing down and away from your ears. Head is a natural extension of the spine. As you inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale, guide the body forward. And then look up halfway. Flatten out the palms, step back. This time is left, right into the plank. And again, release your knee, chest, chin. Or you can do Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, relax the shoulders, and then curl the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. And again, I'm still pedaling because I'm warming up. Try to get those heels down to the mat. Press your chest toward your thighs and your knees. Now step forward, left, right. Inhale, take it all the way up. Arch back. Exhale into the chair. Now stay here. Now we're squeezing your knees together and your thighs together. We're going to bring our palms together as we exhale to heart center. And then we're going to rotate over to the right. We're going to hinge so that the outer part of our right elbow touches the outer part of the right knee. Now make sure you don't slouch, but you're going to lift up your torso. Then we're going to extend that left arm down, right arm goes up. Your gaze follows your thumb unless there's too much strain and stress in your neck. Then you're going to look forward or feel free to look down. Relax the shoulders. Now go ahead and greet the palms together at the heart center. Rotate forward. Inhale, take it all the way up. Arch back. Exhale, dive the body forward. And look up halfway. Flatten out the palms, right, left, to the plank. Knee, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, relax the shoulders. Curl the toes under, and exhale. Just a couple deep breaths here. Then we're going to step forward, right, left. Inhale, take it all the way up. Again, arch back. Exhale to the chair. Inhale again. This time as you exhale, greet the palms together, rotate, and exhale. Remember, lift up your torso. Make sure I'm not showing anything here. This time, right arm goes down, left arm goes up. And again, your gaze follows your thumb unless there's too much strain and stress. Then feel free to look forward or look down. Nice deep Ujjayi breaths. On the next exhale, greet the palms together, rotate up, forward. Inhale, take it all the way up, arch back. Exhale, dive the body forward. Look up halfway. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, flatten out the back. Exhale. Inhale. This time as we exhale, we're going to place our palms down, step back, left, right, to the plank. Release knee, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, relax the shoulders, and curl the toes under, exhale. Inhale, take it to the plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, and exhale. Couple more times. Inhale, and exhale. And last time. Inhale, and exhale. Now go ahead and step forward, left, right. Inhale, take it all the way up, arch back, and exhale, dive the body forward. This time you're going to place your palms down flat. You're going to step out to the edge of the mat, and as you exhale, you're going to release your tailbone down toward the mat. Using the elbows and your triceps to push out on those inner thighs, we're going to bring the palms together at heart center as we bow our head and give some gratitude. Now go ahead and release your palms down to the mat and then take them behind you as you start to transition yourself to a comfortable seated position facing forward. Making sure that you're on your sits bones and off the fleshy part of your bottom. Sit up nice and tall with your fingertips down toward the side. As we draw the breath in, arms go up overhead. And as you exhale, release the fingertips down toward the mat. Again, nice deep breath, inhaling and exhaling. One more time, nice deep breath. Inhaling, we're going to bring in all that positive energy. Greet the palms together at the very top, seal it, and then bring it toward your heart center. As you bow, as we say, Namaste. All right, thank you for taking the time to do some yoga. And now let's go on to the third and final portion of our broadcast where we're going to be doing the meditation. Now with the meditation, we're going to be doing a 2-minute breathing exercise. And basically what you're going to be doing is this. You're going to just be breathing normally. So you're not going to manipulate your breath at any time. You're going to breathe like you normally would. What I want you to do is I want you to count your exhales. And you're going to continue counting your exhales. Now, at any time that there's any distractions, whether it's outside distractions or internal distractions known as thoughts, I want you to first acknowledge those distractions, okay? So acknowledge that thought. It may be something that you just remember that you need to do today. Acknowledge that. Then redirect your attention back to your breath. Continue to count, but this time start all over with number 1. So if you're counting and you get up to number 4, and all of a sudden you remember you have to do something, acknowledge what it is that you have to do. Come back to your breathing, and then as you exhale, you're going to start with number 1. Again, we're going to only do this for 2 minutes. Guys, please do this at least twice a day. It will have a profound effect on your life. But remember, I don't want you to take my word for any of this. I want you to do it and to let me know what your experiences are. Good morning, Christine. Good to see you. All right, so before we get started with this meditation, we always get ourselves grounded and centered and aligned. So I want you to take 3 nice U.G.I.F.T. breaths. All right, so go ahead and take a nice deep breath, inhaling through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Again, nice deep breath, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. One more time, nice deep breath, inhaling through your nose. This time as you exhale, I want you to close your eyes and begin counting. return, release, relax, return, refreshed, and calm. You've done something good for yourself today. All right, so again, let me know how this works for you. Like, seriously, I want to know what numbers you got to do, and just let me know what your experiences are, because this feedback is actually positive for me as well. So again, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch, to not only do the meditation with me, to also watch this Transform Your Life in 15 minutes. Now, your word for today is intentional. I want you to live a day with intention. All right, and I will see you the same time tomorrow.